Hi, I got asked the other day about the blue dot thing because in a video previously I said I don't care about the blue dots, and I really don't. I never have, never. In fact, it's taken me a little while to find the blue dots today because I actually pay absolutely no attention. I stumble across it occasionally, and I actually had to go looking for it today, and it took me a little while to find it, but I have found it now, so we're all good. When I started WW, it was Weight Watchers. It was the old Smart Points plan, which is now the green plan. Thank God it's back, is all I can say. I was on a hell of a lot of points. I was quite a big glass. I was on 20, no, I wasn't. I was on 56 points a day, plus had 42 weeklies. I caned them, used every single one, which is why I still always use all of my points because I always have. As far as I'm concerned, WW have given me these points to do with what I will. When I first started, they said that I could use them all together. So I could use all my weeklies in one go, or, which was fantastic, because literally I'd have 90 points, which was fab. 90 odd points, brilliant, in a day. Or I could use them, split them up and use them separately, or I didn't have to use them if I didn't want to. Well, that wasn't going to happen. Or I could have like 21 day, none the next, then I could use 6. That's literally what I've done. To me, it's about what I want. This whole thing is about what I want. The only reason that the plan has worked and that I've lost weight on my journey this time is because I've eaten what I've wanted, I've done what I've wanted, and I've just stayed within my points budget. That's literally all it is. I've not deprived myself. If I fancied something, I've had it and I've pointed it. That's the whole thing about WW. Is the beauty of it is you can have exactly what you want, just point it. Just have a small portion. Obviously you're not going to be able to have a massive piece of cake, but you can have a piece of cake and you can point it. That's the brilliant thing about it. That's the thing that's worked for me. That's why it's so good, and that's why I still continue to do it, because where the green plan's concerned, I can literally have what I want. Blue plan, a little bit of a struggle for me, always was. The blue plan came in when I had about a stone left to lose, and it took me 5-6 months to lose that stone on the blue plan because it just doesn't suit me. I think some of the foods actually bloat me and make me retain water, and a lot of the free foods do that. I mean, even eggs wise, I literally have had 2 eggs this week. That's it. It's not something that I would normally eat. I occasionally fancy a scrambled egg, I occasionally fancy a boiled egg, but it's very occasional. I've actually had to throw eggs away because I'm not using them. That's how little I use them normally. So to me, having 3 or 4 eggs a day was totally new and different, and being able to snack on a boiled egg is fine and it would fill me up, but it wasn't what I wanted. Whereas with the green plan, I can have exactly what I want. Anyway, I digress from the blue dots. A lot of people do follow the blue dot challenge. That's entirely up to them. But to me, the whole blue dot thing leads me to binge eat. If I know for a fact, if I was concentrating on trying to hit that blue dot every day. Now, bear in mind, when I first started, it was a lot tighter range. At the moment, I'm on 30 smart points a day on green. So my range is between 20 and 38. Which is a hell of a lot bigger than it used to be. I think previously the range was more. If I split my weeklies up, I'd get 6 a day. I wouldn't get a blue dot if I used 6 points a day. That's how tight the range was. And for somebody that always has used all the points, if I stuck to the blue dots, I'd be losing 7 points in a week. Ain't going to happen. It's really not going to happen where I'm concerned. I've always used them all, absolutely loved them all. That's what they're there for, to be used as far as I'm concerned. This is, like I said, I did struggle to find this. This is my month so far. I've hit blue dots most of the time, but that's because the range is quite big. It's from 20 to 38 points, so the range is quite high. Tend to come in, I'm going to say now, I'm never going to go under 26 points a day. you'll never see me go under 26 points a day ever. If I hit 25, I'm going to have a Babybel Light, because I'm never going to have less points than the rollovers. Most of the time I'm going to come in around 30, unless I'm saving them for something big or a treat. I'm mostly going to come in at 30, but I ain't going to ever drop below 26 points a day. It ain't going to happen. I'm likely to go way over, but I'm never going to go under, so that's never going to be a thing for me. Like I said, where the blue dot's concerned, it did take me a long time to get to goal on the blue plan. It doesn't suit me, and saying that is when I switched over to the old no count plan, because my thinking around food started to get a little bit odd, to say the least. I think I was kind of heading towards an eating disorder towards the end, before I switched over to no count, because I was struggling so much to lose weight and to maintain on the old blue plan. The thing with me is I would go on to like WW Connect, I'd go on to other social media and listen to people saying things like everything has calories in it, don't eat too much chicken breast, don't eat too many eggs, don't eat too many lentils, everything has a calorie, don't have those baked oats because you've used 3 eggs in them and that's this many calories, and you've used 2 bananas in that, and it was starting to really chip away at the back of my head, and I was thinking, is that the reason that I'm not losing weight? Now, I wouldn't eat a hell of a lot of the 0 pointed foods. I might have 3 eggs a day, but then it wasn't a whole lot. I would still use my 23 points, and I'd still use my weeklies, and I still wouldn't have a load of the 0 pointed foods. I wouldn't have a huge amount, so that wasn't the issue for me. But then I'd start thinking, well, maybe I am having too much. I mean, I will mostly have 1 banana a day. I always have. I know there's an awful lot of sugar in bananas, and I like mine on the riper side, so obviously that's got more sugars in than the yellow and the greener side type bananas, so I'd only ever have 1, and I would start, and it was really starting to chip away at me when people were going, food still got calories, I know it's 0 pointed but still, and that was really starting to twist my head a little bit, which is why I switched over to no count. No count was, I could have porridge, I could have milk, I could have milky drinks, I was hitting my targets of having my calcium and stuff, but without going overboard, and I maintained absolutely fine on no count. I can lose weight on no count if I really need to, but towards the end it was getting a little bit, how shall I say, it was getting a little bit samey, it was getting a little bit boring, and I was happy for the change. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you, my tracking zone when I was on no count. Bearing in mind that WW did get rid of it, so what I was doing with the app was I was putting 23 points a day in, which was my daily points, just to wipe them off the app. And then, because I was doing the no count plan, I would put in any foods that I knew were pointed and not on no count would then come off my weeklies. That's September for me. Like I said, because I have 6 points a day, the tracking zone is so tight, it was 13 to 28. Me just having 6 points a day knocks me right out of my tracking zone for the blue dot. So that's what I wanted to show you. I was maintaining at this point, and in fact through July and August I lost my weight. I was the lightest that I've ever been in August last year, and I didn't get hardly any blue dots. I was bearing in mind following the no count plan, but I was still eating all of my weeklies. I was still eating really well, but the blue dots meant absolutely nothing. I was still losing weight. It didn't make any difference to my weight loss whatsoever. And like I said, towards the end of August, that is the lightest that I've ever been. So as long as you stick to your daily and your weekly allowance, you're going to lose weight. Weight Watchers don't promise that if you stick in the tracking zone that you're going to lose weight. They can't promise that you're going to lose weight anyway, because of things like hormones and stuff. You're all over the shop anyway. You can literally this morning I've said on the scales and I've gained 3 pounds from yesterday. I have no idea why. Makes absolutely no sense. But Weight Watchers can't promise you that if you hit those blue dots you're going to get a weight loss. It makes no difference. And I personally think if I have a huge meal, sometimes it kickstarts my weight loss. I think your body just needs a little bit of mixing up. Sometimes it likes to have different calories on different days. The problem with the blue dot thing is you sort of tending to have the same amount of stuff every day. Mix it up, it's all good. Like I said, if you want to follow the blue dot challenge, do, but somebody has said that they're getting a little bit caught up in the whole blue dot thing. As you can tell, and as you can see from mine, it makes no odds. It has never made any odds to my weight loss. I will eat when I'm hungry, not when a blue dot dictates that I have to stop. The points running out dictate to me when I'm going to stop, not a blue dot. So yeah, follow the blue dots. If it helps you keep on track, then that's absolutely brilliant. But I know a lot of people do get caught up in the whole blue dot thing, and they get worried when they're going to go over. Don't. It really has made no difference to my weight loss whatsoever. And in fact, I lost 9. Like I said, I've lost over 10 stone with WW, and I've never paid any attention to the blue dot thing whatsoever. It makes no difference. As long as you stay within your daily and your weekly points, you'll lose weight. That's what's worked for me. So thank you for tuning in. See you later. Goodbye.